That would be the second solo in Sweet Thing.
That solo from Crucified.
Beer for dinner, wine before a show.
I am a iced tea guy.
Wine.
His ability to maintain the order of the song as far as the theory. You know, when we're playing and we start jamming off into the distance or something on one of the B.O.S. tracks, he'll follow me right wherever the solo or the melody is going, and he keeps the band honest, and he'll basically compose on the fly while we're playing. It's pretty impressive to watch him do it or hear him do it. You don't get to watch because you're in the front, but I can hear him doing it back there, so I kind of follow him along.
Is how Trent and I lock in together. There's only so many bass players that I've played with that lock in like Trent and I do. In fact, I could probably count that number on one hand after playing for over 20 years. And when Trent and I play together, there's just something that we can both feel. And we felt it from the first day we played together. We were playing and we looked at each other and we were like, oh.
Man, that's a toughie. I'd say Angry Clouds. Angry Clouds would be the best, I think, on there, overall.
Tom's solo on Crucified is one of my favorite guitar things on the record.
It's got to be my Les Paul, Les Paul that my first wife gave to me, Julie. It's a Cherry Sunburst 1990 standard. It's a really great instrument. I love it.
A national steel guitar that belonged to my grandfather. It was my mom's father, who I actually never got to meet. And I obtained the guitar from one of my cousins who gave it to me. And it is a 1932 national steel guitar.
Well, I look at all my musical equipment as tools, but probably the most cherished. The one thing, if I look at it this way, the one thing I would let go last would be the bass I brought with me here, my red modulus 6-string. That's been my workhorse the last 15 years.
That would be Little Brother also. No, actually I would say Freedom Stain. Freedom Stain's my favorite vocal track of Trent's, yeah.
Freedom Stain, because of the lyrical content and how it was written. I know that it was, come up with down at Gitmo when they went down in 2005. And just, really, speaks from the heart. And, it was just a great thing for the troops, and just very sentimental.
Freedom Stain, that's my favorite vocal, because it's runs the gamut from being real tender to real raging.
He's always ready to go, no matter what. Whenever I look back to kick into a song, he's always ready to go, and he's all smiles. And he's got the big chops for this band, and I think he's a keeper. I really like playing with him.
He's so chameleon-like and versatile. He's almost amazingly well-versed in any style of playing, and he also has an encyclopedic knowledge of songs and music. When he and I just goofing around and I'll play a certain riff from any genre, it's like he already knows the song and the exact drum part. And also too, from a professional standpoint, every time I work with Ryan, he always comes in prepared, he always does his homework. So not only is he an amazing drummer and musician who I've worked with a lot, but he takes it to the next level in that he's always prepared.
Queen, it was a Queen album, News of the World. I listened to it over and over and over on my mono record player over and over, and I got scared at some of the sounds they were making on that record I'd never heard before. It kind of freaked me out, so I switched to Led Zeppelin shortly thereafter and got even more scared.
Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic.
Wow, the first album I bought with my own money, I remember joining the Columbia House thing where you get 5 cassettes for 10 bucks or whatever it was back in the day, and I remember those were Huey Lewis and the News, Sports, Duran Duran, Rio, The Best of the Cars. I can't remember the other ones, but those are the first, 3. That's going way back. The general style of it, which is so much different from a lot of other CDs that are out there today and a lot of other bands, the power trio, guitar, bass, drums lends itself to a very open sound, which is a lot of fun. I've had a lot of people comment on that because most records today are so saturated with 40 guitar overdubs and all these vocal overdubs, and it's just a raw, great rock record with a lot of space, which is kind of a rare thing these days.
Generally, when people have come up and have said that they really enjoyed it, and I think they were being sincere, not just being, hey, just trying to be nice. So nothing in particular, but just a number of people that have come up and have said that they've really enjoyed the record and seeming sincere, and I believe they were sincere.